It's always an exciting day when you get to install some new equipment, and so we're going to install this new SLX-D digital wireless system. Shure is one of my favorite audio brands, among many others, and this particular unit can be paired with a lot of different variations of microphones, but we got this one with the 58 handheld transmitters. We've got our different paperwork and certification pieces and enough for our registration. Here we have our microphones and the transmission system itself. This is what the SLX-D2 handheld microphone looks like. We have different switches, we'll have a menu interface, we've got a charging interface, because we got this system with lithium-ion rechargeables and a docking station for them. This is the unit itself, and the rear interface. And underneath here, we have both our carrying cases for our microphones, stand heads, mounting brackets, and of course our antennas. And one thing I really like about Shure is they do ship with optional batteries, so you can use these right out of the gate, even if you decided to not use the rechargeable system. It's just a nice quality of life addition they didn't have to include, but I'm glad they did. And for our standard rack mount interface, it does come with two brackets, which just slide onto the end like so, with screws on the top and the bottom to fix them in place. And we'll do the same along the back of the panel. And our rack mount system does have the option for front antennas rather than just along the back. With these adapters, we'll line up the flat edges on the adapters themselves and slide them through. And then we will attach the washer and nut to the back. And this is one of those instances where hand tightening is sufficient. And once the adapters are put in on both sides, you can then use your antenna cables to connect to the back antenna outputs, which, because this is a connected unit, you only have two, rather than two separate units which would each have their own output that could then be bridged. The antennas have locking clamps that fit in and then twist. Both antennas are fully articulating, so they can be moved into whatever position is needed. And then the back traces can be connected with these extender cables. And once the whole unit is aligned, it is ready for installation into the rack. We currently have the Shure BLX system here on the top section, so we're going to remove this bracket and drop it down one. And then this unit will sit in right about there. One of the things I really appreciate about Shure is these countersunk washers that are used, so you're never actually marring the mounting plate itself. And now that it is secured here in the rack, it is time to work on power and the audio cables themselves. Here along the back, I will remove this panel, and then I will take our power cable, plug that into our power distributor hub, and then take the twisting lock end and put that into our power receiver. And then for audio, I'll actually be replacing these two mics and moving their position. So I'll be taking their cables here and placing them in the XLR outputs of our new Shure system. And then I'll return this bracket to its place. For the microphones themselves, we're going to be installing these lithium batteries into their battery compartment so we can use our charging dock. You'll want to untwist the bottom of your microphone and set that to the side, and there you will see your battery compartment, which you can access by undoing this Torx bit right here. And with that segment removed, we will take the metal tips of our ion battery and they will fit in right there. And we'll slide on the base. And we'll repeat with the next microphone. And on the second microphone, I made the realization that these are hinged, so you don't actually have to undo that Torx bit to do this. And now we have two microphones with batteries that are ready for their docking station. Got some paperwork here. And here is the dock itself, which has a slot where you can charge the batteries independently, or you can take the entire microphone and slot it in. And it does come with a mounting bracket so that you could link a bunch of these in series and have them all connected in a single block. It also comes with USB to C charging and a brick. And here we have the dock itself plugged in. The microphones, you'll just line up the metal ports to the metal slots on the bottom, and it just slides in. And when everything is oriented properly, each microphone will say charging. And then on our new microphones, we are going to hit our power button. And we have the option to set our frequency ranges, our channels, and our groups when these microphones are paired. One of those things that is so cool is the syncing options for channels. So if you notice, these two right here are currently synced, but I need this mic to go over here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push the sync button. It's asking me to align the transmitters, so facing like this, and when they're looking at each other, they just sync just like that. It is so cool. One of the things that's absolutely amazing about these systems is it gives you your different frequency ranges, it gives you your channels, all of these different things, but also a battery timer for how much longer your device has until it dies.